guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Gina and I had VSG surgery on April 25th of 2022, which makes this my 10-week post-op update. So thanks for coming back. I really appreciate all the watches and the subscribers and everything like that. So I just want to say thank you first off. So let me get my notebook. Hang on, I threw it over here. So the first thing we're going to go over are my stats. So my heaviest was 310, probably a little bit more, but for the sake of this, we'll call it 310. My starting weight for this journey was 306, so not too different. And then today I weighed, or yesterday I guess, I weighed in at 268.8, which is awesome. That's a loss of 2 pounds from last week. And I also lost 3 inches overall from last week. So this week was kind of a strange one. It was the 4th of July, my birthday, this past weekend, so I got to try a lot of new things that I normally wouldn't have, so I'll kind of go over those. I also didn't track for the first time since surgery, which was interesting, but we'll go into more of that later. But overall, I feel really good this week. I was a lot more active than I normally was, and I just feel a lot better. So let's go over kind of what I did for my birthday. Not so much that it was my birthday. I turned 32. We'll just skip right over that. But I had a lot of new things this week that I normally wouldn't have, just because I wanted to celebrate. So first, my mom and I went out for lunch, and we went to Portillo's, which is like a local hot dog burger kind of joint, and I got an Italian beef sandwich. Now I didn't eat all of the bread. The sandwich is probably like this big, and it lasted me 3 meals. So I would like weigh out 1.5 ounces or 2 ounces of the meat, and I would take probably just like the tiniest nub of bread, because it was like coated in the delicious gravy, and it was so good. So I just had a little bit. Doesn't happen often, so I figured my birthday was the perfect time for that to happen. So I would have that and like a little sweet pepper with it, and it was like a perfect meal for me. I didn't need any more of the bread. It didn't fill me up, I don't think, extra fast, probably because I wasn't having too much of it, but it was just a nice little treat. And then the next day, well, basically the 4th of July, I had all my family over, and we kind of celebrated my birthday more. So as far as the menu goes for that, I still had a pretty good day, I think. I definitely did not overdo it. I still had my protein coffee in the morning, and then I had a couple snacks. Like, I kind of skipped breakfast, not intentionally. I was just, getting the house ready. I had some dip and like some just a couple of wheat thins, and then everyone came over. We had appetizers. I didn't go crazy. I had a couple chips, a little bit more dip, some vegetables, nothing out of the ordinary. And then as far as dinner goes, I made hot dogs and burgers, and I made turkey burgers for myself, and then I also had those Hebrew National low-fat, low-cal hot dogs. So basically I had a quarter of each of those. I had a quarter of a burger and a quarter of a hot dog, along with like the beans and the coleslaw and stuff I made. I also made a cauliflower potato salad. It tasted fine. I probably won't make it again. It's, it wasn't like the best thing I've ever eaten in the world. It was just a standard potato salad recipe, but I subbed the potatoes for cauliflower. Cauliflower just has a different taste to it, so I'll just make it regular next time, and just have a little tablespoon of it, and that'll be it. But I didn't get overly full. I had just enough to, get that taste that I love, and then was still satisfied with everything else I had. So then we waited like an hour or two, and then it was time for dessert. So in past years, we would have gotten a cake and ice cream and, all this other stuff. Well, this year, obviously, that wasn't going to happen because I'm not eating regular cake. So my sister made Keto Brownies, I think it's like the Birch Benders, like, mix. On its own, the brownie mix is not great. It's very dense and very dry. And I think it's the erythritol in it. Like, when you eat it, it's not like minty, because it doesn't taste like mint, but it's like your mouth is like cool, has like a cooling effect to it. And I think it's the erythritol in there, because there's a lot of it in there. But she also brought it's like carb balance vanilla ice cream. Um, so basically, I just had like a 1 square inch piece of brownie and then like a tablespoon of that vanilla ice cream, and it made it so much better. So, and I have a ton left, so I'll probably have it for maybe the next couple days, and then I'll pitch the rest because I don't need to be eating that every day, but just for the next couple days, maybe a little bit. So that was like my birthday kind of weekend-ish, with what I ate. And yesterday I did not track at all, and it felt great. I felt like a normal person. I was not obsessing over putting every little bit of food that I put in my mouth into my phone. And I felt like I didn't overeat. I didn't, go crazy and pig out on everything, because obviously the restriction is still there. It's not going to let me. But I just felt like a normal day, Obviously I couldn't like have a drink like I would like to, but that'll come in time. I'm not too concerned about it. I wasn't a big drinker anyway, but just like on a nice holiday, just to have a, quick drink. But maybe in a couple months that'll happen. But yeah, it felt really good not to track. So next thing I wanted to talk about is how I'm feeling now that I'm 10 weeks post-op. So I actually feel really good. I feel like I have a lot more energy. I forgot to turn my phone off. I feel like I have a lot more energy. I don't know if it's just that time in my life, or in my, my journey where I get a lot more energy, or if it's the CoQ10 I added in last week. I guess that could potentially be part of it, but I just feel like I can do a lot more. I'm walking around a lot more. Now, granted, I still find myself being lazy here and there, but I don't know. It's just a different kind of energy that I have now, and it's really great. The other thing I wanted to talk about is sometimes like I'm still not feeling like I've lost a little over 40 pounds at this point. If I look in the mirror, like looking in the camera right now, I still see like my double chin, obviously, but I'm picking myself apart. Hopefully it looks like I've lost a little bit, looking in the monitor or whatever. So, and I know I have, because when I put on clothes, everything's baggy. Like this was like my favorite dress. I don't know if I can stand up, you'll be able to see. Maybe this way. So this I used to wear as like a shirt, and it would come down pretty far, but I would still wear like leggings. It's getting long enough now to where it could technically be a dress here in a little bit. So that's the goal. Fingers crossed that I can wear this as a dress without leggings underneath it. So we'll get there, and I know I'll get there. Everything's kind of getting loose on me. I went out this weekend. I bought a couple new sports bras. Just because the ones I have were getting a little too droopy, so I needed a little more support and not anything stretched out anymore. So, okay, I really need to turn my phone on silent, don't I? It's different recording on the camera and not off my cell phone anymore. Okay, so yeah, that is basically it for how my week went. Next, I want to talk about some July goals. This is really going to be the first month where I've like written down exactly what I want to accomplish. The past months is kind of like, well, whatever happens, happens, and that'll be good enough. But this month I really want to buckle down and try to hit some of these goals. So first goal is to lose 10 pounds in the month of July. So that would put me right under 260, which is really close to the goal that, well, I guess it's about halfway. Close to the goal that the doctor gave me to lose 18 to 20 pounds the next time I see her. So in order to get to that end goal, I definitely need to lose 10, if not more, this month. I have not hit double digits since that first month of my surgery. And I think that was only 10 pounds if I'm remembering correctly. So if I can hit that again, that would be awesome. To do that, I think I have to technically lose like 3 pounds a month, or 3 pounds a week to get to that. And since this past week was 2, hopefully in the next week or two I can have like an exceptional week to kind of even myself out. But we'll see. I've come to the terms that I'm a slow loser, and you know, it's fine if it takes me all year to lose the 100 whatever pounds I need to. That is okay as long as it comes off. I'm good with it. So far I think I'm doing okay. At 10 weeks I'm down 40, I think it's 42 pounds now. Because I've seen people like lose 50 pounds in 6 months, 100 pounds in 6 months. I definitely don't think I'll be 100 pounds in 6 months based on my track record, but anything could happen. I'm just gonna I know I'm doing the right things. I just gotta keep consistent, and I know it'll come off. So my second goal is to run a mile in 18 minutes. Right now I've been around the 20-minute mark pretty consistently, so I'd like to shave off a little bit more time. And that 20 minutes is mostly walking. So I just want to like shave a couple minutes off, run a little bit more, walk a little bit less, and try to get that number down. End goal would be a 15-minute mile, which would be amazing. But we'll get there. A couple minutes at a time. And then my last goal for July is to consistently get in 64 ounces of water. I think so far I'm good with like during the week, because if I'm sitting at my desk, I can just constantly mindlessly sip on water all day. It's the weekends that are the hardest for me if I'm out doing things or running around, or you know, I'm outside doing stuff. So the weekends are going to be the main part of this goal, just to make sure I always have water with me. I'm always sipping on something, and just get all those fluids in to, you know, keep me hydrated. So that's it for my goals and for how this week went. If you have any goals, go ahead and throw them down below. I'd love to see what everyone's working on. If you have any questions, again, drop them down below. Chatting with you guys is so much fun. I really enjoy it. If you want real-time updates or you want to chat, you can message me on Instagram at gina.bsg. And I'm posting kind of daily updates there with what I'm doing or what I'm eating, stuff like that. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.